dear all beautiful learners, welcome all once again to connect with our class as like as the previous time. Today we will go through another types new topics, and that is, and very last class we completed protein detailed study about the protein, and there was a less thing we didn't study it, and that is the deficiency disease. Two deficiency diseases going on through in case of the protein. So we will try to understand first this one, deficiency disease of protein. So look at here, actually deficiency when we feel that there is the shortfall in taking the protein in our body, we are going through different kind of disease. Basically two of the important thing is one there. First one is actually kwashiorkor. So it is actually we have seen that it is a children related. Children are getting attacked in absence of or deficiency of protein, kwashiorkor. So what we see here, some symptoms. Number one, it is also given in your book, but we need to understood, so we will go through understanding about that point. Children lose appetite. Children loss appetite. I will make you mind right first. The muscle becomes scaly and weak. The skin and hair lose their smoothness and color. The skin and hair lose their smoothness and color. And children suffer from diarrhea. And edema. And then it is given in our book, but I will make you understand. Stomach swell up. Stomach swell up and vomiting feelings. Sometime. So this is all about the symptoms. It is almost given in our book. We just try to learn about the kwashiorkor disease, if it is there, some symptoms, and getting just for in case of the children. Basically some other things also have their other people more than age of the children, but specifically kwashiorkor is belonging to the children disease, the deficiency of protein. So first one is the children lose appetite. Loss appetite means sometimes you are getting very feeling hungry, hungry, but you are not getting the food properly. Suppose you working hard at school every day, and after coming from the school you feel very hungry in you, but your mother make the delicious food for you, but you didn't take the food properly. Hungerness in there, but not having the interest for taking the food is actually connecting with the appetite. So lost their appetite actually. First one, the muscle becomes scaly and weak since they are not getting or involving the food items to take every time. So their muscle becomes scaly and weak, not working or strength and getting in them. And skin and hair lost their smoothness. We can touch our skin and feel some smoothness in the body, but if you are getting the kwashiorkor disease, so on the time your skin become scaly and not smoothness, and there is not actual color, is shady look like that, and color is forming the different way. And children suffer from diarrhea and edema, and diarrhea the disease cannot have that the proper disease, but actually the symptom on that case several times going to the washroom, toilet is going on there, we're feeling when the diarrhea. And edema is also like that, the sensible things cannot be working on their feeling, and got some bad impression from our brain cannot work properly. So children suffer from diarrhea and edema. Stomach swell up, I'm hungry, I'm not taking much food, but my stomach is getting swell up. It is like the symptom of the kwashiorkor. Vomiting feelings, sometimes I feel vomiting, that means I'm having that oh no, like that vomiting feelings, and vomiting can also be incorporated in this kind of symptom. So if the kwashiorkor, these are all of the symptoms of kwashiorkor. If you feel the kwashiorkor disease or attacked by the kwashiorkor disease, you need to have some remedy to take proper treatment with doctor consultation. Protective measure, proper treatment with doctor's advice, proper treatment with doctor's advice. Then what, these are the remedies or protective measures. Then mental depression persists. To overcome mental depression, this is one of the important points, and suggested that if it is going to acute to chronic, the kwashiorkor disease, if it is going to acute and chronic, acute means is very low attacking part, but chronic is very highly affected part and attacking part. If you think that the kwashiorkor disease you cannot take easily, but it is going after acute to chronic disease, chronic level, that times it become ensuring the death of a child. So this way we can overcome the kwashiorkor disease, though it is belonging to the children disease, but can have protective measures of checking up, of getting one to overcome this kind of disease. Doctor's advice, proper treatment, and try to overcome the mental depression. Sometimes we feel that children have any their mental depression. Of course they have the mental depression. If I give you the pressure on mentally, it is not suitable for you all time, that can have the persistent on that kind of disease, kwashiorkor. So I hope so you understand the deficient disease of protein like kwashiorkor. So this all about the kwashiorkor. We will go to now the marasmus, another protein deficiency disease named marasmus. We will go through that one now. It is also asking and thinking about the children disease, but the old age people can also getting attacked by the marasmus. Marasmus disease is also the protein deficiency disease. It is children and old age and old age people can getting attacked, though it is basically the children disease and children attacked by the marasmus, but old age people can also have turning on back there. Yes, I have seen many of you joining. I can watching out there. Adrito joining, yes, Rahma joining, Ayman Al Tahmid joining, Juhana joining, then Shahrul Karim joining, Yamin Islam joining, okay, Sohel joining, Samir Hussain joining, Nahar Kaji Kamrun joining, Momena Laki joining, Mohammad Baijid joining, Intisha Tawfiq Adhora joining, Rashida Rashu, Hasnatul Islam Ovi joining, Ahnaf Ahmed joining. Walaikum Assalam. I always see these lovely faces all time for connecting the class. It is very good to you because you are not now public examining. I told you lots of time in before, but annual exam is very important, and the guardian meeting also they are announcing you. We cannot give you by your face that you will be go to the science group if you love to get in the science group. So working hard, connecting with the study, any test, be getting serious and working on those part and taking hard working, so that times you can get eligible on the times. Marasmus disease, growth of the body retarded. Number one, growth of the body retarded. If the marasmus disease attacked by a child, body gets lean and thin. Body gets lean and thin. Of course, there, excuse me, and reduced to the to a skeleton and reduced to a skeleton and reduced to a skeleton. The skin become rough and keep falling. Skin become rough and loose. The hair falling much amount. Body loses the weight. Yes, so it is actually dangerous. We can see also the causes of there is a result of marasmus. It is the reason of anemia disease also. disease. And not only that, we can think protective measure or preventive measure if we count about that. So we can go through understanding about all disease. Proper treatment is needed. Treatment with doctor's advice. Proper treatment with doctor's advice and ideal food to take. So many of the points we can write, but beside then we just write here some important points about the Merasmus disease. So what is going on through the Merasmus disease in case of that parts? Okay. Sorry. What are the symptoms actually we found here for Merasmus disease? Growth of the body retarded. Any child, I told you that it is children and old age people can attacked by the Merasmus disease who are very child, like up to 18 years, like you also, and after 50 years or 60 years, some people have been there, they can also be attacked by Merasmus disease. Growth of the body retarded in case of the child, you know, by born child grown up, growth will be retarded means obstacles. Okay, just inhibition of the growth we have seen in case of the Merasmus disease. Body gets lean and thin and reduced to a skeleton. Okay, lean and thin is stick-like structure. Okay, stick-like structure, a human body having a good health and sound health, we can say. But if we see their body gets lean and thin like pencil, or very not muscular part in their bodies, we have seen sometimes. So if it is the Merasmus disease, that times it is, we can see the body gets lean and thin and reduced to the skeleton. Skeleton, that means the bone in our body can shape our body, have not the proper getting strengthened and not forming the properly what the demand for of a sound body. So this is also getting another symptoms. The skin become rough and loose. Rough is also the kwashiorkor what we have seen. The disease, the skin become rough on that case also, but they are also rough and loose. Loose means the skin, if we think as like as, oh, it is old age people, what we have seen, their skin is very loose, but your skin is like that tight and thick. But skin become loose is also it is not your age. In this age we cannot think about the old age people like skin become loose. Not actually, it is going on through rough and loose. We see in the child age rough and loose. Okay, hair falling much amount. Nowadays it is a common problem, hair falling. Okay, common problem of hair falling. We have seen that commonly the loss of hair falling down, shampoo, different kinds of doctor treatment we can see. But Merasmus disease also have that symptom. Your falling amount of the hair falling amount is very high rate. Okay, body losses the weight, of course, since they are lean and thin and growth of the body retarded, so their body weight become losses. That means not in actual amount. So result what is will be there after Merasmus disease? The result reason this disease can be the reason of anemia disease. Anemia, that means the blood shortfall. That means in our body the emptiness of the blood or blood will be getting less. So that disease is the anemia. Okay, so this is also very important result after that one. If the Merasmus disease anyone attacked, so chance have the anemia disease. Preventive measure, proper treatment with doctor's advice. Of course, it is being suggested to proper treatment of doctor's advice of any kinds of disease. Ideal food to take, of course, ideal food needed to be taken, especially protein and rich food, so that we can overcome the Merasmus disease. So the two important diseases we completed for learning today, the protein deficiency disease, kwashiorkor and Merasmus. I think you understand the today's topics. That's all about today. We will go to the new topics in the next class. So till then everyone, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.